Hold on, let me set. Okay, go.
Okay, so the man in the yellow suit stole the Tuck's magical horse. He goes to the Fox's cottage and tells them he knows where Winnie is and who stole her. But he only said if they give him the woods and the fountain. The next day, him and the police go to the Tuck's house, but the man in the yellow suit was ahead. When the man in the yellow suit arrived to the Tuck's house, he told them that he once had a family who lived forever, and he knows that he found them now. He took Winnie, but before they got away, they took Tuck's gun and shot a bullet right behind the man's skull.
What man's skull?
The man in the yellow suit skull.
Who shot who? What do you mean?
They shot the man in the suit.
Can I just say two things? First of all, it was a magical horse. She just drank the water. Second, she took the into the right and she slimed it against his fish. She didn't.
Yeah, I thought that was the first.
But she shot him.
Yeah, she hit him with the back of the gun.
Why did she do that?
Because she was taking Winnie.
Oh.
Okay, and then for the vocabulary words, constable meets police, and straw means to walk around.
What was the first word?
Constable.
Oh, constable, yeah. Constable? It means, it's like an old-fashioned kind of police.
Yeah.
Anything else? Okay, connector.
Idea from the text, the guy in the yellow suit doesn't have a name. And connection, the guy in the yellow hat and Curious George has no name. And it helps us...
He does.
Keep going.
What's his name? And Curious George. I forgot, but I think it's Greg.
Okay, whatever, keep going.
No, nothing.
How does this help us understand the story? It's because they want to keep his name mysterious.
Right, they want to keep mysteriousness in the book. Any more connections?
Yeah. Idea from the text, whoever drinks from the fountain is immortal. And my teacher in Hebrew said that some tzaddikim didn't do any avera, so if it wasn't for Adam and Chava, they would live forever.
Right. Adam and Chava brought mortality into the world. And hardships and labor and working.
And school.
No, that's like a crazy. School's not a bad thing. If there wasn't for school, we'd be walking around killing each other. Really. What would you do all day? Not only that, you wouldn't be educated. You wouldn't know what to do. You'd always be like fighting. People in countries that don't have school are not good people. I mean, I'm saying like they don't do productive things. We have school. School is here so that to build society up, to make society stronger. Right. That's why public school is free, is because at the end of the day, everyone who goes to a public school, they're helping the society, because they'll grow up to get jobs and become whatever they need to become. Okay, who's next?
Characters in conflict.
Fine, go.
The man in the yellow suit bought the wood and now he wants to drink from the well. That's man versus man because the tux is versus the yellow.
The man in the yellow suit. Say that again?
He wants to drink from the well, but the tux tell him don't do that. You're crazy. So it's man versus man, the tux versus the yellow, versus the man in the yellow suit. I think the man in the yellow suit was foolish because he wants to drink from the well and he doesn't realize how bad it really is. He probably thinks it's a blessing, but it's really a curse. The next one is Winnie is wondering if she should drink from the water and marry Jesse. So
right, what was his proposal to her?
You should drink at 17.
She's like, think about it. You're 17. You're 11. Wait a few years and drink it. When you're 17, we could run away together and explore the world and have adventures. Sounds pretty appealing. Why do you think he does that?
He's the only one who he's the only one who embraced the water, kind of.
Okay, at least he's trying to embrace it. He figures I'm stuck with this. I might as well do something about it.
Wait, did he say that the man in the yellow probably thinks it's a blessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Well,
said
he
that.
actually wants to get money out of it.
Yeah,
Right.
I know. But he also wants to drink from it, and he probably thinks that's good.
No, he said it was too late.
Well, I think the man in the yellow suit does assume it's a blessing, and that's why he wants to try to sell it. Otherwise, he wouldn't try to sell it.
He wants to drink it also.
No, he just wants
What?
to get rich.
He also wanted to drink it.
says like
He wants it for himself, but he wants
Yeah.
to sell it. Just realized I could turn this way, and then I get more people. Okay. What else?
It's Winnie versus if she should live forever. And I think she's embarrassed because she's put on the spot to say yes or no. And she has, and yeah, so she has to think about that.
Right. So she thinks about the proposal that he's basically giving her. Why do you think he wants her to do that?
Because he wants to have someone to
Live with. Right. He figures. Was he ever married, or was it just his brother?
just his brother.
Right. He never had a wife, so he figured at least let me have somebody to be
He said
with.
he was happy that he didn't have a wife and kids because they ended up leaving. But it's kind of different if his wife also loves him.
Right. It was a very good idea. I thought it was a pretty good idea. Did you guys? So we still don't know what she does, right?
No, she did. Oh wait, I read it.
No, she died.
She died.
She
Hey.
ended up not drinking.
I did.
Well, guys, if I show this to other classes, you're gonna tell them what happens, and the illustrator go. Oh, right. Wow, it's very nice. So that's the father and the
That's Miles.
Miles.
Yeah, you remember in the morning when they go fishing?
Oh, right.
Like she told him like let the fish go.
Let the fish go.
I couldn't draw.
Explain that part.
Well, so Miles and Winnie they were both fishing, and so when Miles caught the fish in the big part of the mouth, and when he saw it like dangling and stuff, and he told him to put it down and to like let it go again, and then she asked, and when Miles let it go, she asked him if it was hurt, and he said that no, and because Winnie didn't like the fact that the fish was going to die.
Right. She didn't want it to be captive like when she used to be stuck in the house.
Yeah.
Very good. Passage master.
Okay, so it says, and should I open up to it in the book?
It's better, yeah.
Okay. It says in page 87, find it, page 87, paragraph 3, it says, what's it called? It was beautiful, horrible too, with gleaming rainbow-colored scales and an eye like marble beginning to dim. It sounds so beautiful and so horrible too.
Say that again?
It says, what's it called? It says, okay, it was beautiful and horrible too, with gleaming rainbow-colored scales and an eye like marble beginning to dim, even as she watched it.
And what was it describing?
A fish that was dying, that caught. It sounds so beautiful. And page 90,
Good job.
paragraph 5. It says the ceiling swam with bright reflections of sunlight streaming across the dusty chip-strewn floor. It's very visible. You can easily imagine it in your eye. You can see like the beam of like light with dust in it and such.
Yeah, I always see that. The beams of light with the dust flying. Yeah. There's always dust. You just can't always see it.
Yeah. On page 77, paragraph 2. Page 77, paragraph 2. It says, proud as peacocks, all of them. So it's a good simile. Because
Yeah.
peacocks are always showing off their feathers. And
Wait, who was proud as peacocks?
Winnie's family, the Fosters.
Why were they proud?
Because it has they're always so neat, and they have their forest, their whole forest. And they sold their forest, so he's so surprised that they sold their forest because they're so proud of it, and they're so proud of how neat they are and such. And on page 79,
The Tucks?
no,
The Fosters. Right.
On page 79, paragraph 3, it says, "All right, if you're in such a ding-danged hurry," which sounds very funny.
Who did you say that to?
The constable said that to, I think, the man in the yellow. Man in yellow.
Right.
Says if you're in such a ding-dang hurry, then you can go ahead.
Right.
Sounds very funny.
Miss Ossip.